On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, technology and improvements in the Sunshine State, the benefits of industrial refrigeration and why we can't live without it, the latest in fire protection, all about industrial and portable air compressors, the latest in HVAC technology, plus lots more. Let's go inside the blueprint. Industrial ammonia refrigeration is everywhere, and most people don't even know it exists. Let's go inside the blueprint.
Farley's Frigeration, for 42 years, we've provided parts and service to the industrial refrigeration community where they do warehousing and food distribution. We call ourselves Farley's Frigeration because re means to do it over, and we always try to do it right the first time. What we do is very important because we help maintain the safety and the distribution of food all over the country.
In our business, I like to say a smart answer is if you eat it or drink it, you're welcome. And the reason we do that is because all food, beverages, produce, ice, everything somewhere down the line has ammonia refrigeration involved.
The industries we serve start with food and beverage. They go into pharmaceuticals, they go into the industrial industry. We've sold parts for Goodyear, for rubber manufacturing. But one of the most exciting things we've ever done was we sold parts for a facility that built a freezer so they could park tractors in it at 40 below zero to make sure they would start in bad weather.
Today, we're at Adams Cold Storage in Auburndale.
Adams Cold Storage is a freezer warehouse where they store products for different manufacturers, and they help the manufacturers distribute them all over Central Florida. We help set them up for success by designing and installing an energy efficient, modern refrigeration system with all computer controls, and it's even accessible from your cell phone if you want to check on everything in the middle of the night.
Not too bad for a company that had an unlikely founder decades ago.
Many years ago, our father was running moonshine, and he was surely either going to go to jail or something bad was going to happen, so he decided to go into the Navy. In the Navy, he got a stint or got the ability to go on shore leave for a refrigeration class. He learned refrigeration in that class and brought it back to real world experience. You know, we're a small company, we have low overhead, we don't have big CEOs, we don't have big glass palaces that we have to pay for. We are only 10 employees, 10 to 11 employees depending upon day of the week. And we have the outreach to reach around the world, you know. I have started my morning troubleshooting an ice machine in Nigeria on a cell phone and ended that evening on my walk home talking about a freezer in Honolulu, Hawaii.
They also offer 24/7 tech support.
Technical support is done via phone and or email and or, video chats, whatever it is. You know, I mean, we've been in the business a long time. Myself personally, I started my first machine I tore down, I was 12 years old.
We're available by phone 24 hours a day. And we constantly have questions from other contractors and customers all over the country because of it seems like we're young, but we've been doing this since we were teenagers, both of us. And so our knowledge base is very vast, and our father was very sincere in pushing that knowledge into us and saying, you gotta know these things because it'll help you for the rest of your life.
They're small contractors with vast knowledge and big buying power.
We like to fill the gap for the little contractor when he's trying to come into the business to start, to give him a fighting chance against the big boys.
That's one of the ways we save our customers money is by buying in bulk and passing some of the savings on to them. The other ways we do it is by always checking on the systems when we're in their facilities to make sure they're running at their peak efficiency. We're always willing to make suggestions, to go to them to say, look, this will save you money on the front end, because their major expense in running a facility like this is their energy.
As of 2025, the refrigeration industry should be somewhere around 180,000 technicians short across the United States. So we're looking for people. everybody, everywhere. No matter where you go, refrigeration is there. Like I tell people, spin the globe, stop it with your finger. There's a job waiting for you.
And it's been an incredible adventure all the way down.
For more information about how Farley's Frigeration can help you, visit their website at farleys-srp.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. There's risk involved in running any business today. But an unexpected fire could be a catastrophic risk that might mean the end of your business.
Many times businesses don't recover from a fire. There is $155 million a year in losses in storage facility fires alone. There is 3 times the damage in a non-sprinkler facility compared to a sprinkler facility. So having a sprinkler facility is safer for us, safer for everybody, and minimizes your losses. Many businesses will ask why. Why do I need this? I've never had a problem before. And I just usually tell them you've been lucky.
That's why constant innovation is needed in the field of fire suppression, including sprinklers specifically designed to meet the hazard classification of the building they protect.
We're at the Johnson Controls Fire Products Training Center, and what we do here is we do water-based fire protection training. We have 16 functional sprinklerizers, we have a spray demonstration room, we have fire pumps, we have special hazards rooms, so anything in the fire protection world we can really train on here. As the world changes, we need to change, so the innovation side of it we need to keep up with. We need to keep pushing forward and creating new products to help protect these businesses and these large buildings going up.
Today, Johnson Controls Research and Development Center, where modern-day fire sprinkler products are invented, sits on a site where fire suppression technological advancements have been developed for the past 100 years.
So if you think about a sprinkler, it's a pretty amazing device, right? This thing has to be installed in a building for a pretty significant period of time. It could be 20, maybe up to 50 years in all different kinds of environments. So to make sure that a sprinkler is going to perform in all those different applications, we subject them to a large number of different types of tests. These can range from hydrostatic integrity to the strength of the actual frame of the sprinkler to flow distribution or spray distribution, which is actually a test of the spray pattern of the sprinkler for a different application. Can also incorporate multiple full-scale fire tests depending on whatever the hazard we're trying to protect is.
And what's the latest innovation in fire suppression to come to market from Tyco? The new electronically activated sprinkler system that offers sprinkler heads with sensors to identify the source of where a fire has started.
Hi, I'm Andy Silva. I'm the Chief Engineer for Johnson Controls Fire Protection Products Group. I'm here in our test area F, where we're about to test Johnson Controls electronically activated sprinkler. The test simulates a warehouse arrangement. We've got about 8 boxes behind me. We're going to light the boxes up to challenge the sprinkler to see if it can put out the fire. It's going to be a pretty exciting test, so here we go. So we need to conduct fire testing to prove out that sprinklers can adequately address the fires.
2, 1, ignition!
We ignite the boxes at the base of the fire, basically to simulate an arson event in a warehouse, which can be very challenging to try to control. When the sprinkler reaches the activation point, the sprinkler will operate and discharge water. The goal is to determine whether or not the sprinkler, when it activates, can actually suppress the fire. Fire sprinklers have to respond faster and more intelligently in order to provide the most cost-effective and efficient fire protection solution.
The important thing about electronic sprinklers is that they operate much quicker, and we can operate a group of sprinklers surrounding the point of ignition much earlier. That allows us to address fires when they're much smaller. Smaller fires produce less smoke and less damage to buildings and their contents, and are much easier to manage with less water. In other words, only the sprinklers necessary to address the fire activate.
The electronic sprinkler is really revolutionary because it's the first time in the industry that we're applying electronic detection to the fire problem. Previous to now, it's always been a mechanical detection. What this allows is much faster detection, which allows for faster water on the fire. That's a huge deal and something we're really excited to bring to market.
Over the next several years, we're going to invest in excess of $5 million to improve and enhance our capabilities. And in the end, we're working on something that saves people's lives.
This new innovative way to suppress fires has drastically reduced water demand and increased speed in responding to a fire. And that can mean a business can continue to thrive, thanks to a company with over a century of dedication to innovation. To learn more about Tyco fire sprinklers, go to their website, tyco-fire.com/inside the blueprint, or go to insidetheblueprint.com to see this portion of the show again.
Air compressors are those invisible things that you probably don't realize are in every walk of life. Whether it's how we fill sodas into bottles, how we move and convey parts in factories and plants, how buildings are painted. It is truly a fourth utility. Most people think about electric and gas, but clearly air is another utility that is just as vital in production processes, whether they be in pharmaceuticals, whether they be in food, putting chips in bags, or also in industrial environments like we work at here in Sullair, building products for other companies.
In a factory, on a job site, or anywhere in need of clean air, there's a reason Sullair has been the leading edge of compressed air solutions for over 50 years.
Been around for 53 years, since 1965. We make compressors, industrial compressors, both portable and stationary. We go beyond compressors. We make ancillary or tertiary products that complement the total solution package for compressed air for industrial and many other types of customers.
Throughout the industry, Sullair has commonly been known as being like your father's Oldsmobile. While renowned for its durability, it's no question Sullair was often seen as being outdated manufacturers. That was until the acquisition by Hitachi in 2017.
I was actually in the team of this acquisition in Hitachi side, and after the acquisition, I was actually told that you're gonna lead that business now. So we are thinking about how we can bring Hitachi's culture or Hitachi's strength into Sullair to bring this business into the even better direction.
Not only did we get a partner in Hitachi as an owner, but we got a great partner. Hitachi has come in, they're committed to this business. They are very strong in their own right in Japan. They are committing with resources, technology. They have products we don't have in technology. We have some they don't have. But the commitment at the very top of Hitachi couldn't be stronger.
My goal for Sullair is we actually just merged together and still in the stage of bringing the best culture each other right now. But the goal is that I want to, and I think the Hitachi and the Sullair both wants to become a #1 player in the world, not just the USA, not just North America, or not just in Japan. With the technology that we bring into the Sullair, and Sullair's basic structure and strength we already have here, we can make it to the #1 company in the world.
Sullair is rapidly innovating due to the company's acquisition by Hitachi in 2017.
From an engineering standpoint, since Sullair has been acquired by Hitachi, it's been like a new kid with a new set of tools or a new toolbox. I've been able to look at not only the mathematical tools that Hitachi uses to be able to compare and contrast, and then use the best of all the technologies to help further our development of new product.
We have access to Hitachi's leadership development programs for our employees. So we're starting to consider ways to send our employees through those programs.
Sullair is showing us why they're far from being old school, with their compressors at the heart of most manufacturing and industrial applications.
Sullair air compressors are known for their durability and reliability. We have, and I have seen compressors in customer sites that are over 30 years old. As long as they are well maintained and they're continued to be kept up well, they will last. That is a hallmark that, from a development standpoint, we've ensured that we have kept that with all new products. So as we've brought out and maintained the DNA of Sullair, we've improved in other areas, such as the operator interface and performance aspects of how our compressors work.
Our mantra at Sullair is pretty simple. We pride ourselves on being reliable in terms of the products that we manufacture, durable, and providing very high performance products as well, so that we can help industrial companies excel and do the jobs that they intend to do. The resources they give us, there are over 300,000 people at Hitachi. I kind of feel like I've met all of them at some point in time, but there's a tremendous amount of resource that we didn't have, quite frankly. And the people themselves, I probably should have led with that. The people at Hitachi are very genuine. They care, they want to help. So are Sullair. So it's a match really made in heaven, because there's just a tremendous amount of synergy and respect going both ways. And we try to help one another, even though we're small compared to Hitachi. Most companies are. We try to give back to Hitachi as well, but it's been a fantastic marriage. And, the word I use is it's given Sullair home.
In 2018, Sullair introduced and expanded 2 new major lines for both their stationary and portable air compressors.
The biggest aspects we've been focusing on from a technology development are new air ends for our products. They are basically the heart of the compressor. They are what we are known for in terms of durability, reliability, and what we have done is improve that, making them the most efficient air ends in the market. So our new LS series product is a first all-new product that has been launched in almost a decade. It has truly changed the perspective of Sullair from being a very traditional, old-school type product to putting us out in the leading edge with developing new technology, allowing our products to lead in the market.
Continuing to find new ways to advance and incorporate innovative features at a rapid pace for a reliable and sustainable performance.
Sullair's product is known as reliability, durability, and performance.
Famous throughout the world for their legendary durable products, Sullair has been on top of innovating air solutions year after year.
There's going to be growth here. We've added over a couple hundred people just this past year, and I think we could be stronger than we are today, and we're pretty strong now. But we have a balance between, the little bit of catch-up that we're still doing, we're almost there, and growth, which we are accelerating at a record pace right now. And we're going to continue to do that for many years to come.
Building, large office, retail and industrial space managers know it as HVRF, or Hybrid Variable Refrigerant Flow. It's become the ideal solution for a vast array of heating and cooling applications for business and industrial buildings worldwide, and it's quickly replacing traditional HVAC technologies. Inside the Blueprint visited the Georgia-based company headquarters that's leading the way, Mitsubishi Electric Train, US.
VRF technology around the world has been very popular. It's become more popular in the United States over the past 20 years or so. And the reason is the efficiencies are very high, the installations are more simple because you're running refrigerant lines rather than a lot of ductwork in the building, and it actually gives the building owner more space to operate. There's a big advantage of hybrid VRF in that by moving from refrigerant to a water source to the occupied space, you eliminate refrigerants in those small occupied spaces, which can be a concern for some in especially the hotel industry.
This product's actually been in use in Europe since 2013. It debuted there as a result of the F-gas regulations that the European Commission put into place. These are slowly phasing out the conventional refrigerants that were in use and bringing in a new set of refrigerants with lower global warming potential. The HVRF concept gives us the best of both worlds, a low GWP refrigerant and water for circulating the heat and air inside the building.
Hybrid VRF is a unique two-pipe heat recovery system that replaces refrigerant with water from the indoor branch controller to the occupied space within the building, which addresses ASHRAE 15 and 34 concerns. Hybrid VRF is able to modulate refrigerant flow, fan speed, and water flow to match the loads, and it provides energy-efficient, zoned comfort.
The big advantage of hybrid VRF over VRF is that there is no refrigerant in the occupied spaces. Water is actually the cooling medium or heating medium to the space, and the refrigerant is contained just between the outdoor unit and the HPC.
Berklee College of Music likes the advantages of VRF. And hybrid VRF works extremely well in their dorm rooms due to the flexibility and safety of the product.
Mitsubishi's hybrid VRF, at its highest evolutionary state, is a standard of excellence, not just in the US, but worldwide. And hybrid VRF offers simultaneous heating and cooling with full heat recovery, ideal for a huge array of applications and commercial environments.
Hybrid VRF is specifically designed for spaces where quiet, energy-efficient, simultaneous heating and cooling is valued.
HVRF is a unique product. It's the only one in the world that can do simultaneous heating and cooling by using refrigerant from the outdoor unit to the HPC and water from the HPC to the indoor units, and providing full cooling and heating simultaneously. There's nothing else like it on the market.
All of our products are designed to accomplish two goals: provide the best personal comfort and contribute to our communities. Everything we make is designed for energy efficiency and sustainability.
For more information on Mitsubishi Electric's leading-edge solutions for business and industrial heating and cooling needs, visit MitsubishiPro.com. Things are big in Texas. Located 30 minutes north of downtown Dallas, one high-tech company remains true to those values. TMGcore. This head-turning 150,000 square foot facility provides big solutions and big value to both American and global enterprises.
Here at TMGcore's state-of-the-art facility in Plano, Texas, we have the best in innovation. Our immersion labs, our large space, our 110 megawatt capability is where we bring our customers and our partners in every day to innovate the best-in-class technologies that exist today.
And while big is part of this state's legacy, so too is the impression that TMGcore has made with its revolutionary suite of data center platforms. Known as Auto, high-density data centers designed with innovative two-phase liquid immersion cooling technology, these cutting-edge platforms feature vastly smaller footprints, increased compute densities, providing capabilities that stretch way beyond the threshold of traditional, less efficient air-cooled deployments.
We're able to outperform today's air-cooled technologies by utilizing liquid. Liquid is exponentially better at transferring heat from one object to another. So if you combine that with our automation, our robotics, and the HydroBlade form factor, it enables efficiencies and densities that are simply unmatched by today's air-cooled technology.
Auto provides lower operating and maintenance costs, including far less energy requirements. The bottom line, bigger savings, bigger, better performance, deployed by liquid immersion two-phased infrastructure with unprecedented densities to the enterprise and beyond.
With TMGcore's two-phase immersion technology, we're not as reliant on cooling. It allows us to optimize and pick the best location in a community where we can offer a high-performing, low-cost solution in an optimum location. And that's a huge advantage when we talk about not only the performance, but the cost to deliver that performance if we can eliminate and lower one of the cost elements in delivering a data center solution.
TMGcore's auto platform, quite simply put, is the world's most advanced two-phase liquid immersion cooling, high-performance computing platform. We work with small, medium, and large enterprise customers, along with our ecosystem of partners like Dell and Intel, to develop the highest performing compute that exists today.
Boasting full, high-performance compute data centers in nearly every location up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, in spaces as small as 25 square feet, Auto is the kind of market-leading performance TMGcore is excited to share.
There are numerous value propositions to an auto deployment. 50% less capital expenditures, 60 to 80% less operational expenditures, and more than 90% less floor space needed to deploy the technology. Not to mention we're 4,000 times more efficient than air. To paint a picture, I'm standing in 130,000 square feet of raw data center shell. A typical air deployment would deploy 20 megawatts into this shell, and the best-in-class air design will be at a PUE of 1.25. By that I mean 25% of that 20 megawatts coming in will go to things that aren't compute, so only 15 megawatts is usable. On the flip side, we would deploy 86 megawatts of auto technology in the same space at a world-class PUE of 1.03. By that I mean 97% of that 86 megawatts is going towards compute, which would mean 83.5 megawatts. 15 megawatts versus 83.5 megawatts. An auto deployment provides a quantum leap in efficiencies that allows the chip manufacturers at the hardware level to design not based upon the constraints of air, liquid to chip, or single phase, but really on the constraints of their imagination.
TMGcore came together in 2017 to bring the brightest minds in the industry, and specifically high-performance computing. We saw a problem, and that is, how do we innovate in the future with this massive tsunami of technology coming down the line? We did that, and we solved that problem.
When you look to the future and you think about IoT applications, when you think about artificial intelligence, when you think about the mass deployment of 5G, and you really begin to think about those latency-sensitive use cases that really are going to drive the need for that local edge data center and the need for high-powered compute, high-powered storage, and high-powered processing, that's the advantage of TMGcore.
Discover how TMGcore's two-phase liquid immersion cooling data center technology can benefit your enterprise. Visit them at tmgcore.com. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit InsideTheBlueprint.com.